Hello and welcome once again to another instalment of my Source Vintage YouTube channel. Now this instalment is going to be all about a little trip I did about a month or so ago down south. I went to visit family I've not seen for about 2 years, and whilst I was down there in Hampshire, I decided to have a little trip across to Berkshire to a little place called Hungerford. I'd not been there before, but I'd seen it on all the antique TV shows before, and I'd heard and seen that there's a lot of antique shops there. 10, maybe 11, 12 in total, I'm not sure exactly. Hit me up in the comments section below if you know for sure, but I was pretty impressed. So this instalment is going to be all about my antiques road trip to Hungerford. So, without further ado, here we go. I should explain that my family had booked a reservation at a pub for some lunch, so I had an hour allocated time to look around all of these antique shops in Hungerford. An hour. So my recommendation for you guys is definitely don't go with your family, because you don't want any restrictions. You want to be able to get around and see exactly what you want to see. So unfortunately I had my hour, so from the train station car park I ran straight over to the Hungerford Arcade, which it's a rabbit warren. It's full of cabinets, so much to see, so many little pathways, and it's like a little bit of a maze with cabinets full with quality antiques. I'm very impressed. I bought a couple of things there. The first thing I got was a sterling silver Victorian, it was described as a instrument pick. Now, I wasn't so sure. Another thing that crossed my mind was that it could be a sewing aid, a thimble of some sort. And then I thought, could it have been a prosthetic fingertip? It was just the shape of it. It was shaped into the end of the finger, but there was an adjustable back to it. Very interesting. I'd not seen one before. So I bought that, just out of intrigue really. Next thing I bought, which they kindly phoned the dealer about, were this pair of whiskey noggins. I'm a bit of a sucker for whiskey noggins, got to be honest. Well, I'm a bit of a sucker for whiskey, to be honest. And my customer base seemed to really like whiskey noggins, so I picked these up because there's silver in glass, but the silver lids were engraved with some lovely bees. Who doesn't like bees? So I bought these. They phoned the dealer up, got a good deal, so thank you so much for doing that, Hungerford Arcade, really appreciate that. And when I got them home, I listed them on my website and on social media. The odd finger thingy seemed to spark a bit of a debate. Some people were saying it was an instrument pick, others were saying that it was a sewing aid, others were saying that, probably out of hope really, that it was a prosthetic fingertip. I am of the opinion that it was a quilting thimble, but you might have your own opinions. Let me know in the comments below if you do. Nevertheless, it sold instantly to a buyer in America, and so did the noggins. Not to America this time, they stayed in the UK, but all my items sold instantly that I got from Hungerford Arcade, so I think that just speaks volumes about the interesting and quality items that they have. So well worth a visit. If you've never been, I will certainly be heading back, so next time you're in Hungerford, hit them up, go in, see what interesting things you can find. Now, because there were so many cabinets in Hungerford Arcade, it didn't leave me an awful lot of time of my allocated hour. In fact, I had about 20 minutes left. So with that, I ran across to the other antique centre, which is the Emporium. Really nice looking place this. And I walked in, very spacious, very clean, which is nice when they've got so many cabinets in there. You can clearly see everything, and again, they had some quality items in there. There was a lot I wanted to look at, but I just didn't have the time. It's set out over 2 floors. I think there's homewares and stuff downstairs, but yeah, beautiful bits of silver in there. Real nice novelty pieces, which I love. Novelty smalls. So yeah, I'm gonna have to return here as soon as I can, because I didn't get enough time here. But you'll see in the videos the pictures here what a nice place it is. But in both places, staff are really nice, really helpful, and it makes you want to return, doesn't it? Particularly if the items are of good quality as well. So they were the two that I had time to see. But my understanding is that there is another 8, 9 antique shops which I will list now for you, because these are all going to be places I visit next time I'm down. Here's some of them. Let me know in the comments section below if you know of any more. But you have Yule's Antiques, Great Grooms of Hungerford, William Cook Antiques, Cooper and Cooper, Hungerford Arcade, of course, I've mentioned, the Emporium, that I've mentioned as well, Dyson Antiques, Roger King Antiques, Below Stairs of Hungerford, and I think that might be it. But do let me know if there are any more, because I will definitely be going back very soon. And the Emporium, I'll be coming for you. First stop next time I'm down, I promise, for a proper look. Anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into my antiques road trip to Hungerford. It's up there on my list now of places that I want to visit regularly, because you can visit so many in a short space and there's quality items to be had. So, get it on your list. Go support some of these small independent antique shops. I should mention that I also write a weekly blog every Monday, Blog Post Monday. I write about favourite finds, I review shops and fairs, I have the occasional interview of a celebrity antique dealer from TV, so if that tickles your fancy, then get involved. But also general trade stuff, things that are going on, things that are happening. So if it's your cup of tea, then head on over, subscribe to that, become a Source Social member. That gives you the weekly blog post, fortnightly YouTube video, discounts off of items in the shop. But yeah, head on over, check out my shop. You might find something that you like. I should also mention that I've just opened my merch shop. So you can now buy t-shirts, sweaters, bags, mugs with my mug on it. My mum's bought someone already. Hit up, get yourself some Source Vintage merch. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Until next time, stay safe, keep buying those antiques, and keep spreading that Source Vintage love. See you.